So last video, we talked about our shared top 5 movies of 2025
Yep.
in no particular order. Now we are giving you the ones that we didn't agree on.
100%. Here's those.
Number 1, Superman. Oh my goodness, I loved it so much. I'm a super fan of Superman. Each one of those movies, even the sucky ones like Part 4 and Part 3, they are all near and dear in my heart. This one, DC needed a win. Warner Brothers needed a win. Everyone who had superhero fatigue needed a win. Superman knocked it right out of the super park.
So one of my favorites of the year actually just happened, and that is Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out story. This movie had a limited release in theaters and is now out on Netflix. And if you love the Knives Out franchise, this movie was a perfect addition to that. We had fantastic performances. We had a wait, who actually done it? It gave me red herrings. And I can usually figure things out really early on, and I didn't, and I had a great time. Plus, it was funny. I laughed so much.
For my second pick, comedy has come back in full effect. Naked Gun. I was super worried about it going in. I was like, all right, this franchise kind of hit a stalemate in Part 3. And whenever Liam Neeson brought it back with Pam Anderson, they killed it. They had Stingray from Cobra Kai. There was no part of this movie that I didn't enjoy. It brought back all the laughs, added some new ones. It felt like I was a 9-year-old watching in the theaters the original one. If Leslie Nielsen was here now, he would give it 2 thumbs way up.
The other movie that I really loved this year was Companion. It came out in January or February. This movie was a good for her film, horror movie like I love to watch. We had this whole concept of AI, which, I'm not a huge AI fan, but on the flip side, we had some great performances. We will never think about using a corkscrew the same way again. And there are scenes from this film that were funny and haunting at the same time. And that's my favorite kind of horror. It's very witty, very funny, but also very mess with your head.
The Gonzo movie for me of 2025, Toxic Avenger. It delivered. We've got Monster Dorks. We've got rap, new metal. It rocked a party like it was 1999. And I'm not meaning in the good Prince way. I'm meaning in turn your hat around like Limp Bizkit and enjoy every little juicy tidbit Trauma had. I was a little apprehensive about Peter Dinklage taking over as our hero Toxie, but he killed it. He killed it, y'all. And one thing I would wish for this movie is for a sequel, a threequel, a prequel, and a squeakquel.
You know what? I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that as well. My other favorite film of the year was Eleanor the Great. It was a quiet film, but it was also Scarlett Johansson's directorial debut. And I think she knocked it out of the park. She took her family's, trajectory as Jewish immigrants, and she kind of created this story about this woman who unintentionally tells a lie about being a Holocaust survivor and the things that kind of happen after that. That's probably a huge spoiler, but the movie's been out for a while, and it was just a very touching, heartwarming film that made me cry as much as it made me laugh. And I think those little quiet indie films that are managed to do that are something that's really, really, really special.
So that is the wrap up for us.
Yep.
If you guys have any movies that you think we missed, leave them in the comment section, please.
What were your favorite movies of the year? We need to know. We need to talk about it. We want to tell you if you're right or if you're wrong.
She wants to tell you if you're right or wrong. I will let her do that. Internet, do your best.